advise anybody just with, you know, general problems. I mean, if you can hold off, then do it.
I just a couple of weeks ago, I just started some physio, and
Yeah.
I found out I've got osteoarthritis.
Yeah.
As soon as I turned 65, my body
Yeah,
fell
of
apart.
course, of course.
And so, I mean, I was having acupuncture for, yeah, I had a couple sections.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it can wait. Like I've had like swelling around my knees for about 3 years and thought it was weight related. So
Okay,
if,
no,
you know,
no.
a month or so is not
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah, yeah.
it's not gonna change anything. So, you know, it's
No,
not
but
like,
you know,
this is
you-
not an emergency.
Yeah. How are you on the bike? You do a recumbent bike?
You know what, I have my parents' wonderful bike, and I just
Okay.
have to start using it.
Okay.
I've done that.
I was just gonna
Because
say, you know,
swimming
with
is the other
these
thing,
things.
but now all the pools are closed.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do have to get on that bike. I've got it pointed
Well, it's
towards
just for the
TV.
knee, like, you know, you talk about knee being bad, or like, what are they gonna do? Like, inevitably, is this a replacement kind of thing? I hope not.
Well, that
Well,
was,
that's nice.
the doctor said that was Plan B. She said she was
That's
hoping,
always plan B.
yeah, well, or Plan X or something.
Yeah, no,
She
no.
said, first thing, physio, Tylenol, arthritis, Voltaren.
Oh, and then,
Yeah, she prescribed the stronger stuff that needs a prescription. So-
Yeah, sure.
But, you know, the last couple of weeks since I started acupuncture, I didn't even need it.
Oh, good, good.
So,
I was gonna say,
anyway,
Okay.
it just, you know, like, the timing is interesting, but this is certainly not an emergency for me, so I, you know, I can wait.
well, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. I mean, it's just aging.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes. No.
Mommy, it's on upside down.
Oh, so you have had connections on FaceTime?
Yeah. Well, extra supplements and crayons.
Oh, good.
Typical hair, but.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
It- It is on.
Ronnie just texted me, it's on.
Yeah, it's on, I just turned it on.
And,
And we have 10 on watching right now, which is incredible.
well, all kinds of ways.
Because some services are archived so that they're on, so someone can watch it later.
Yeah, it's not. Usually the weekday services are not saved, but I'll send a text to Rabbi Haas, who is the one who saves or deletes, and I'll ask him not to delete.
Please, because
Please.
my mom is in Florida in a nursing home, so if you go in the morning, it's too early for them to help me get her to see it.
It's very early. I
So
don't
if
know.
it saves it, she'll be able to watch it.
Okay, so then just do that.
No, it's just not a job. I would see this.
Ronnie showed me the view tonight.
Hello, Florida. Hello, Israel. Hello, Arizona.
Running a
You
big
can
day.
say hello by name if you want, I mean,
Hello, my brother, my sister, my friends.
Just waiting.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you
waiting
for
for the
being
round.
here and joining us. This is Plan C, and Plan C is okay.
it's gonna be great. Okay, so he'll see this right away.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Rabbi.
Good morning.
Okay, so better,
Welcome.
this did not turn on. No, this streaming is.
Close.
Why does it close?
Well, they're for holding the pointer, such as the Torah. I don't know. I felt like it was the smart thing to do to give you the option.
Whatever you tell us.
Did you?
to
I
do
saw
or
your
not.
email late. You ended up getting it.
Bonnie has kindly let me.
Good.
be one of those.
Wonderful. My telly is
Good.
next door. Give me 1 second, and then we'll get started.
Of course. Yeah, we normally have them, but we had to put them away.
And walk in the three wise men.
Nobody's gonna criticize.
That's right.
A lot of hand sanitizer too, if anybody's concerned.
They're magic.
I had some that, yes.
How's he?
Well,
Now, well,
he's 22.
But it's nice to realize.
Yeah, good. They don't have any
So they don't-
connection to the tuxedo anymore. No, I don't.
that'll be part of posterity. We put our gloves on before touching the yard, and that'll be.
I know, right?
Our entertainment.
I know. What a crazy thing.
Okay.
What a crazy thing. Everyone looks very serious. Hello, sir. I figured it out. Mazel. Mazel tov.
Oh, oh my goodness. I have extra if you want.
Beautiful. That's amazing. Where was your bar mitzvah? Really? Wow. That's great. Yeah. Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure. And everyone probably made noise through the whole thing. No one was listening. Sure. That's great. Okay, so Bonnie, the kids know part of the service, so we're going to get them up here for certain things like Ashrei. And
We got some messages already.
Oh,
I
nice.
sent a text, and asking if you could save this because some family members, particularly the elderly ones,
Okay,
because he usually deletes them right away.
okay,
So hopefully he'll get that.
okay, good.
Okay.
That's a good call. So I made the notes when we went through everything the other day.
So should I be answering these?
Oh, no, I got it. So they've got, Ashrei
Okay,
and Psalm 150, Psuke, like in the first part.
okay,
And then Shema and L'Orador, Blessed Shalom.
okay, will you be the director then?
I will, for
Okay.
sure. And you can do the other stuff in between.
Yeah, okay, and we've got 11 watching.
Well, it's because all other people are watching.
Yeah, no, I
It's
know.
great.
Well, and,
Right,
Yeah.
that's great.
well, we've got Mazel Tov to you from Ian Staniloff, the executive director,
Who never sleeps.
and from Karen Bernstein, a huge Mazel Tov to Joshua and Eva.
Who are Joshua and Eva?
I don't know, I have no idea.
Oh, right. Oh, shoot. Jeez. Silly me.
And,
So let me ask you a question.
and hi Louise.
Are you okay with your parents giving you your taluses? Come on up, stand up here. Parents, kids, stand right in the front. Yeah, let's do one at a time. Well, they know the blessing together. That's the only thing.
come then.
I heard them do it together. It was pretty good. It's
And
pretty good.
I heard some practicing this morning that sounded really beautiful.
So remember, the talit. So your grandfather was just talking about the talit and the memories he has of the commandments, of all the mitzvot, right? These fringes. Every corner that has one of these long, specially tied, specially knotted fringes, they're supposed to remind us of all the mitzvot, of all the commandments. Before you turn B'nai Mitzvah age, you're allowed to make mistakes. It's on your parents, right? If you break a mitzvah, you're too young, you didn't know better, your parents didn't show you the way, fine, that's ridiculous. But now, we can't say this anymore, right? I know you haven't moved out of your houses yet, and you can't drive yet, but this is the first step to all of those great things, to becoming independent, to becoming mature. And so that's why the talit is really, really significant. It should remind you of this both bizarre experience, but also beautiful experience, and all the hard work you put into it, and all these great things you have ahead of you. So with that in mind, blessing time.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Mazel tov to both of you, to your parents, to your guests, both near and far. And if you parents, if you want to put the talesim on, make sure you wrap your arms around. Keeps it nice in place. They're beautiful. They look great. They look great. The beginning of a beautiful day. Everyone can take a seat for now. In fact, everyone, please rise. If you want to follow, we're using the little red prayer books.
The ones that look like this.
They look like that. You guys can just chill. We'll get you up there. Your next thing is going to be Ashrei. He's going to begin for us. What page, Bonnie? Page.
Page 6, and
Page
there's
6.
just a little message here.
Okay. Go ahead, Bonnie.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sach vivin elohevkin ben yom uven laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzalmo.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat chorin.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, albish arumim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokev kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hamayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asali kol tzorki.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamichi mitzadik aver.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael bigvura.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Anoten layayef koach.
Please be seated.
Should we continue at the bottom of that page?
Sorry?
Should we continue at the bottom of 6?
Yeah. You're in charge. You get to run the show. Do like you usually do.
Alrighty, so we'll continue at the bottom of page 6. Utnenu hayom uvechol yom l'cheinu l'chesed u'rachamim beinecha uveinei chol ro'enu v'tigmolenu chasadim tovim. Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael. And we continue at the bottom of page 7. Ashrenu matov chelkenu manayim goralenu mayafa yerushatenu. Ashrenu shanachnu mashkimim umarivim eravav voker ve'omrim pamayim bechol yom. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
The other one is coming later.
Oh yeah, that's just
The
the,
good one for you to do. That one's
Yeah.
like the warm-up one.
Yeah. You gotta give me a heads up, right? Page
Okay,
8.
so we're supposed to do this.
Kadesh et shimcha u'makdishei shemecha v'kadesh et shimcha be'olamecha u'vishuatcha tarim v'tagbia karnenu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh et shimcha barabim
Amen.
Atahu Adonai Eloheinu b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Second paragraph on page 8. V'shuvi et shavutechem leinechem amar Adonai. There are some rabbinic texts between pages 9 and 12. If you want to choose one or two to study, they're quite interesting, and then we'll continue on page 12. Bottom of page 12. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu shetiten chelkenu b'toratecha v'niyami talmidav shel Aharon hakohen ohev shalom v'rodev shalom ohev etam korvan la Torah. Page 13, Kaddish to Rabbanan for mourners, those observing your Isman Kari Vimru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam U'Lamei Almaya. Yit Barach V'Yishtabach V'Yit Pa'ar V'Yit Romam V'Yit Naseh V'Yit Hadar V'Yit Alev V'Yit Halal Shemei Dekudasha Barichu La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Da'amiran V'Alma V'Imru. Amen.
Amen.
Al Yisrael V'Al Rabbanan V'Al Talmidehon V'Al Kol Talmidehon V'Al Kol Man Diaskin B'Oraita Di V'Atra Hadain V'Di V'Chol Atar V'Atar Yehi Lahonu Lachon Shlama Rabba China V'Chista V'Rachamin V'Chayina Richin U'Mizana Ravicha U'Forkana Min Kadam U'Vuhon D'Vishmaya V'Imru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chaim Tovim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh Shalom B'Mromav Hu B'Rachamav Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru. Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. Page 14, Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir Chanukah Tabayit LeDavid. Leman Yizamercha Chavod V'Lo Yidom Adonai Elohai Leolam Odeka. On the 23rd day in the month of Adar, we observe the following yard sites. Bless you.
Thank you.
From One More Candle, the list of over 1.5 million children who were murdered in the Holocaust, we have two names, Regina Albenda and Sarah Rivka Becher. And from our community, Morris Barenhot, Moshe Ben Ephraim Dov Vachaya Sura, Sarah Bernstein, Sarah Bat Yosef, David Ber Finkelstein, David Ber Ben Kalman, Isidore Jacobson, Yitzchak Ben Dov, Bonnie Ray Juravsky, Bluma Bat Shmuel Vamona, Raymond Keynes, Reuven Binum Ben David Ber, Max Koren, Mordechai Ben Yitzchak Vaperel, Catherine Mazarski, Kayla Bat Mendel, Bert Mooney, Beryl Ben Shalom, Minda Gay Namak, Minza Gitel Bat Motel, Sally Sarah Nelko, Sarah Bat Laser Varezel, Aaron Harry Ratson, Aharon Ben Yaakov, Jeffrey Rosemond, Chaim Yaakov Ben Moshe David, Sarah Rosenstock, Sarah Bat Yisrael, Kay Rubens, Thelma Rusoff, Rachel Schulman, Rachel Bat Avraham Miriam, Sydney Shavers, Semach Ben Mendel Vasara, Ruth Shell, Rachel Bat Feivel Ve'udel, Coleman Stanilov, Kalman Ben Mordechai, Marta Wexler Levy, Miriam Bat Ben Yamin, and Clara Wolk, Chaya Leah Bat Yeshaya, all of blessed memory. If anyone has a yurt site and I haven't called the name out, could you call it out now, and I'll give a moment for the people that are online as well. Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 15. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kari v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yit hadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We turn ahead now to page 27, and if you're comfortable doing so, please rise.
Oh, no, wait. No.
No?
You skipped too many things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go back to Psuki to
Sorry.
Zima.
Sorry?
You can sit for a second. I'll just do a little
Okay.
explanation.
Okay, Rabbi Matthews, the director here.
I'm the
so-
director. Well, I don't want to miss the parts that the kids are going to do.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So we're going to go straight to Psuki de Zimra in just a second, which is the very next page, page 16. And we will stand in a second. But I just wanted to, does the camera get me when I'm standing here?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, good. Type if you don't. Type if you don't see me.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty
So
sure.
we got started, and some people who've been following us this week may wonder, why are there people in the room? Right? It's a bit of an exception. Now, everyone who's tuning in for this reason knows. But for some of our regulars who are kind of wondering, well, can I come down to the synagogue? Is everything okay? No. Stay back. But this is a special situation because we have Joshua and Eva here, Eva and Joshua, and their parents, and their grandparents, and some other family and friends, as well as a lot of people watching online. They were set to have their B'nai Mitzvah, well, maybe not this moment, maybe hours ago. Well, hours ago because of the time change in Israel. They've been studying for a year with Pam Appel, wonderful teacher, former member of our choir, who I think is also watching. Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
And they were so geared up to have this B'nai Mitzvah at a synagogue in Jerusalem. And then a few weeks ago, right, what was it called? Morshet Yisrael. And some people from there are watching right now too, right? So hi there in Israel.
I chanted Haftarah there when I was in Israel.
Is that right?
Yes, I did.
So Bonnie knows it, and it would have been an amazing experience. And a few weeks ago, it just worked out that Michael and I kind of met each other at a shiva. And the next day, I got an email from him, and he was saying, we have this B'nai Mitzvah planned in Israel for our children, and we're starting to get a little bit worried, a little bit freaked out. This was maybe a month ago, actually. because of the virus. And we may not be able to go. And then in the next few days, it became clear that they weren't going to be able to go because of quarantine, and the B'nai Mitzvah in Israel wasn't going to happen. So would we be able to maybe come up with a plan B and have the B'nai Mitzvah here? And it sounded great. Enhance the regular Minyan, 30, 40 people, a little bit of breakfast afterwards. A great option. And then, of course, as we know, things change rapidly, day by day, sometimes within a day. And we thought about it. We figured that if we could kind of sit apart, practice a little social distancing, we could come up with a guest list of 10 people who had to make the cut. Do you realize how honored you folks are that you made the cut? Everyone else was told to stay back. And we wanted to get those people in, and with Bonnie Robinson and myself here, we figured the right thing to do was to be smart about it, bring a few gloves for the pointer and for the Hagba for the Torah service later, but to give Joshua and Eva the opportunity to pull off their B'nai Mitzvah in an unconventional but still a very, very special way. So that's why today, and only today for the foreseeable future, we have a few people actually in the building with us. And that's what's going on this morning. So we've started off. We're going to continue now. Bonnie's going to keep leading us. And then our B'nai Mitzvah are going to come up and lead part of the service, and then you'll be blown away when they read from the Torah, because they're absolutely fantastic. So that's kind of where we're at for today.
We do have a couple of people saying they can see you. For one.
Good, wonderful,
And
excellent.
I've got a short joke from Daniel Yanks. Replying to Jody Bernstein, Winnipeg to Miami, Florida is extreme social distancing. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you to everybody else who's sent messages. We can't reply to all of them right now, but we appreciate it.
You're basically making history, kind of the first B'nai Mitzvah broadcast live on TV like this. Like, that's really what's going on. So
with people able to chat with
exactly.
us directly. This is the first time.
Exactly. So it's live, it's really cool, and I know it's not what we planned, but sometimes in life things work out differently from how we plan, and we plan and we plan. What do they say? Humans plan and God laughs? Well, that's a little bit about what's going on here. But now we're going to all laugh together and enjoy the simcha. And Bonnie will continue for us, page 16 in your Sidurim. And just a reminder for those people who are following along, we've uploaded PDF versions of all of our Sidurim to our website, saidwinnipeg.ca. So if you can kind of find a way, if you've got two, like a tablet or a phone or whatever you're using, or computer, and you have a way of opening up, you can follow along with us. We're using the weekday morning, the Sidur Sim Shalom Sidur that you can find on our website in a PDF format. And we're on page 16.
Yes, we are.
Please rise for Psuke de Zimra, Psalm and Song.
Baruch She'amar v'haya ha'olam baruch hu.
Baruch Hoseh v'reishi Baruch Omer v'oseh Baruch Gozer v'geveh Baruch Shemo Baruch Adam Yachid
Yachid Che'olamim melech meshubach u'mforadei ad shemo hagadol. Baruch atah Adonai
Shemo
melech mehulal batish bachot.
Amen.
Hodu Adonai kiru vishmo hodu
Please be seated.
alilotav. Page 17. Ki kol Elohei amim elilim v'Adonai shamayim asa.
Page 18.
Od v'hadar lefanav o v'chedva bimkomo. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtakavu lahar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu.
Page 19.
V'hurachum yichaper avon v'lo yashchit v'hir bala shiva po v'lo yair kol chamato.
Adonai Elohim.
Adonai tzvaot ashrei adam boteach bach. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yaninu V'Yom Koreinu. V'ani b'chastecha v'tachti yagel libi b'shuatecha ashira l'Adonai ki gamal alai.
Page 20.
Ariel Adonai kol haaretz. Ki tov Adonai leolam chazdov yador vador emunato. Yehi chavod Adonai leolam, yismach Adonai b'ma'asav. V'hurachum yikaper avon v'lo yashchit, v'hirbala shiva pavalo yair kol chamato. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yanenu V'Yom Korenu.
On page 21, we have the Ashrei. Ashrei, a very, very familiar. Of all the Psalms, of the 150 Psalms, you could make an argument that Ashrei, come on up. Get your binders ready. I was going to do a little bit of spieling, not because people care, but just to buy time for you to get all set up. See, it's like a ploy. It's arguably maybe one of the most famous Psalms. Kids learn it in school. It's a very famous acrostic poem where each line begins with the next letter of the alphabet. Of course, there is no letter nun. As for why, I can never remember. I have to look it up after. But it's a great psalm, and it talks about God's house, being in God's house, which I think in these times we have a bit of a different definition. Some of us are here together, but we also have this idea that God's house can kind of be wherever we make it if we let God in. So, we're going to be doing a special, Joshua and Eve are going to be doing a special Argentinian melody that Rabbi Moss brought years ago, and they learned from Mora Pam Appel. They'll start off with the beginning, then we'll continue silently, and they'll close it off at the end. Oh, I got this. Ha-ha! Yeah? Ashrei? Okay, take it away. Ashrei, page 21.
Ashrei Yoshvei V'techa Oje Hallelujah Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei V'techa Oje Hallelujah Selah. Ashrei Ha'am Shekacha Lo. Ashrei Ha'am Shadonai Elohav. Ashrei Ha'am Shekacha Lo. Ashrei Ha'am Shadonai Elohav. Tehillah LeDavid.
So now we'll continue silently, and then we'll pick it up with our B'nai Mitzvah in a moment on page 22. Gadol Adonai Umulamod L'Chai Gadol Adonai Shabbat Maasecha Goratecha Yagidu Adar Kevododecha V'Divrei Nefogdecha Asicha V'Aziz Noratecha Yamer Kevod Malcha Yamer Poteach Et Yadecha Maspia L'Chol Chai Ratzon Tzadik Adonai B'Chol Derecha V'Chaziv L'Chol Ma'asav. The top of page 22, Tehillat Adonai.
Tehillat Adonai Yadaber Pi. Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kodsho L'Olam Va'ed. Va'anachnu Nevarech Ya. Metavar Olam Hallelujah.
We can skip ahead now to page 25. Our B'nai Mitzvah are going to stay up here. The other psalm you can make an argument for is the most famous of the psalms, is Psalm 150, the last of all of these psalms. And we find it in the second paragraph on page 25. It talks about praising God in his sanctuary again, but all of the music, all of the great musical instruments that were used in temple times and that we're encouraged to use to praise God. That's what hallelujah means after all. So page 25, take it away.
Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, hallelujah, El Bekodsho.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, Birkiya Uzo.
Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, hallelujah, Vigvurotav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Krov Gudlo. Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, hallelujah, take a shofar. Hallelujah, hallelujah, B'nevel Vechinor. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, hallelujah, tofu machol. Hallelujah, hallelujah, benuni ve'ugav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, hallelujah, til tile shama. Hallelujah, hallelujah, til tile trua. Kol hanshama tehalelia, kol hanshama tehalelia, kol hanshama tehalelia,
Hallelujah.
kol hanshama
Tehalelia.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Shekoach. Very nice. You can take a breath, take a seat. Invite everyone to rise as we continue on the bottom of page 25. And Bonnie will take us from this section of Psuke de Zimra through the conclusion and into the Shacharit, the formal beginning of the morning service. Page 25.
Baruch Adonai leolam, amen ve'amen. Baruch Adonai Elohim Elohei Yisrael oseh niflaot levado uvaruch shem kevodo leolam v'yimalech kevodo et kol haaretz. Amen ve'amen.
Page 26. Atahu Adonai Elohim asher bacharta be'Avram ve'hotzeto me'ur kasdim v'samta shemo Avraham umatzata et levavo neman lefanecha. V'hayam bakata lifnehem v'yavru v'toch hayam v'yabasha v'et rodfehem hishlachta v'imtzolot kemo even b'mayim azim. Page 27. Here we're getting ready to reenact the parting of the sea, the crossing of the Red Sea, or the Sea of Reeds. Page 27.
Vayar Yisrael et hayad hagdola asher asa Adonai b'Mitzrayim vayiru ha'am et Adonai v'yaminu b'Adonai u'Moshe avdo. Az yashir Moshe u'vnei Yisrael et hashira hazot l'Adonai vayomru lemor Ashir al Adonai ki gahoga sus v'rochbo ramavayam. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tilot osef ele. Adonai imlach leolam vaed. Adonai imlach leolam vaed.
Page 28.
Ki l'Adonai hamlucha u'moshel b'goyim ve'alu moshim b'har Tzion lishpot et har Esav v'hayta l'Adonai hamlucha. V'hayadonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihi Adonai echad u'shmo echad.
Page 29 at the top, we remain standing and we move into the Shacharit service leading up to the Baruch Hu with Yishtabach Shimcha La'ad Malkeinu.
Yishtabach
Shimcha
la'ad
malkeinu.
malkeinu.
Hallel HaMelech HaGadol VeHaKadosh b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Ozim Mimshalat Ezra v'Divrei Kedusha u'Malchut.
Brachot v'hodaot me'ata ve'ad olam. Baruch atah Adonai.
Shemo.
El melech gadol batishbachot, el ahodaot Adonai niflaot, habocher b'shirei zimra, melech el chei haolamim.
Amen. Chatzi Kaddish, page 29.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei,
V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv. Veimeru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach. Le'alam u'la'almei almaya. Yitbarach.
Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'naseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha
Barichu.
Leila min kol birchata v'shirata
Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma Veimeru. Amen. On page 30, we have the Barchu. Our B'nai Mitzvah will recognize these blessings as the Torah blessings, but they're also part of our service. We call it the call to worship, a call and response between our prayer leader, Bonnie Robinson, and we, the congregation. Top of page 30.
Baruch et Adonai hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uvorech choshech oseh shalom uvoreh et hakol. You may be seated. We continue on page 30. We, the congregation. I was an English major and a radio host once. Us. Ugh. So embarrassing. What should have been between the reader and us, not between the reader and we.
Everybody always says we the people, you know.
Well, in some cases it's right, but there it was wrong.
Alrighty.
Let's continue. Page 30.
Titbarak Adonai Eloheinu al shavach maseh yadecha ve'al meorei or she'asita yefaruch asela.
Page 31 at the top. Tidbara.
Kulam ahuvim, kulam berurim, kulam giborim, v'kulam osim be'mav yiraretzon konam, v'kulam potchim et pihem b'kdushav tohora, v'shirav zimra umvarchim umshabechim, umfa'arim umaritzim umakdishim umamlichim. Et Shem Ha'el
Hamelech Hagadol Hagibor Vehanor Kadoshu.
V'chulam mekablim aleihem o malchut shamayim zeh mizeh v'notnim reshut zeh lazeh lahakdish leyotzram v'nachat ruach b'safa v'rura u'vinima kedosha kulam kechad onim ve'omrim be'yira Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzebaot, Melech kol haaretz kevodo. V'ha'ofanim v'chayot hakodesh berash gadol, mitnasim leumat serafim, leumat hameshabechim ve'omrim.
Baruch kevod Adonai mimekomo.
Le'el baruch nimot yiteinu.
in the lead up to the Shema. We're going to get our B'nai Mitzvah back in just a second to lead us in the Shema, but we have a couple blessings first, beginning on the bottom of page 31 with Or Chadash.
Or Chadash al Tzion Tayir, v'nizkachu lanu mehera leoro, Baruch Ata Adonai,
Shema.
Yotzer HaMeorot.
Amen. On page 32, in the second bracha before the Shema, the custom is to, if you're wearing a talit, we talked about this at the beginning when Eva and Joshua got their talisi, is to grab all four corners, to grab all four sets of tzitzit, and to bring them all together and wrap them around your right index finger. This is the traditional ring finger in a Jewish wedding. So there's something very intimate about grabbing your tzitzit, which is, the idea of bringing together people from all corners of the earth, this idea of there being four corners of the earth, and then wrapping them around kind of our ring finger. Because in parts of the Shema coming up later on, where the tzitzit get mentioned, the custom is to give it a little kiss. Now, I think these days everyone's a little bit worried about this sort of thing, but I think if it's your own talit, you're probably
nobody else is
okay.
touching it.
Unless you borrowed a talit. In that case, you can kind of spiritually and emotionally go through, but you may not actually have to physically do it. But it's one of these moments in Jewish ritual and Jewish prayer that we've kind of been aware of in the last few weeks, and certainly the last few days, where we do a lot of kissing. We do a lot of very intimate and very personal and very close action, which I think is ordinarily a very beautiful thing. Now it has everybody concerned. But I think in these moments, if it's your own talit, you're probably safe. I'm not a doctor. I only play a rabbi on YouTube. So don't take me for exactly these kinds of medical opinions. But the Shema is one of the most important prayers. The B'nai Mitzvah are going to come up in one page and lead it for us. And when we get to the paragraph with the tzitzit, whether you want to actually kiss or not is up to you. But to have the tzitzit wrapped around your finger, to have all four of them brought together, is a very, very special message, a very special action that we do at this time. So during this prayer on page 32, customarily we bring them all together. We have the closing blessing at the bottom of the page, and then we'll continue with the Shema if our B'nai Mitzvah want to get ready on page 33 in just a moment. Bonnie.
Ahava Rabba Ahavtanu
Adonai Eloheinu Chemla Gedola V'Tera Chamalta Leinu.
V'kerev tanu l'shimcha gadol, sela be'emet, lehodot lecha, u'yachercha be'ahava. Baruch atah Adonai,
Shemo.
habocher b'amo Yisrael, be'ahava.
Joshua and Eva and Joshua, if you want to come on up. On page 33, we're all invited to cover our eyes, to continue with the Shema Yisrael, our prayer of unification.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, B'chol levavcha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha, b'veitecha, uvletecha v'derech, uv'shokbecha, uv'kumecha, uv'shartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha,
Uvisharecha. Beautiful, beautiful. You can take a seat. The rest of us are invited on page 33 and on to 34 to continue with the second and third paragraphs of the Shema. The Shema, three chunks of text from the Torah. And when we get to the third paragraph, this is where you'll see the mention of the tzitzit. And again, if you feel comfortable, you can kiss the tzitzit when you get to those words in your reading, or you can get close, or whatever you want to do. But we'll take a moment now to continue silently through the rest of the Shema.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. L'dor vador hu kayam u'shmo kayam v'chison achon u'malchuto v'emunato la'ad kayamet.
This is the place now after L'dor vador where people release the tzitzit from their hands. We continue now leading up to Michamocha and then the Amidah, the other major part of the Shacharit.
Emet shetahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu malkeinu melech avotenu go'alenu go'el avotenu yotzreinu tzur yeshuatenu podenu matzilenu me'olam shemecha
Ein Elohim zulatecha.
Ezrat avotenu atahu me'olam.
We're on page 35, getting ready for Michamocha.
Tehilot le'el elyon baruch u'mvorach Moshe v'nei Yisrael echanu shira b'simcha rabba ve'amru kulam
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot osef
Shira chadasha shipchu gilim l'shimcha l'sfat hayam Yachad kulam hodu v'himlichu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
Please rise.
Sur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Uvdechinu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael, Go aleinu, Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Now we continue with the Amidah, which we will do in the style of a Heicha Kedusha, so out loud through the beginning part, and ending with the Kedusha, which will be L'dor vador, led for us by our B'nai Mitzvah. And then we can continue silently with our own private prayer, where you can use the Hebrew if you're following, or the English, or your own words of prayer. Whether you have a prayer book or not, you may choose that your own words are more fitting and more personal and more meaningful. So we'll get to that, but we start by praying together. Our custom is to use 36b, which includes the patriarchs and the matriarchs. And Bonnie Robinson will lead us in the Amidah right now.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Yanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Koneh HaKol, V'zocher chastei avot, u'mevi goel livnei vneihem laman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'foked u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham u'foked Sarah, ata gibor leolam Adonai mechayim metim ata rav lehoshia mashiv haruach umorid hagashem mechalkel chayim bechesed mechayim metim barachamim rabim somech noflim verofech cholim umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishenei afar mi chamocha bal geburatu mito melach melech memitu mechayeh umatzmiach yeshua v'ne'eman ata lachayot metim baruch ata Adonai mechayeh hametim.
Page 37, the Kedusha.
Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam keshem shemakdishim oto b'ishmei marom kakatuv al yad neviecha v'kara ve'amar
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Melech haaretz Kodosh.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Melech haaretz kevodo, liumatam baruch yomeru.
Baruch kevod Adonai mikomo.
Baruch kevod Adonai mimakomo, uvdivrei kodechecha katuv lemor. Yimloch Adonai leolam, Elohai Zion, ledor vador. Hallelujah.
The last piece of the Kedusha on the bottom of page 37 is Ledor Vador, the idea of declaring God's greatness from generation to generation. But the phrase Ledor Vador is something that is very, very sacred in Judaism, the idea of passing traditions from our generation to the next in the hopes that they will pass it. Oh, come on, you can come on up. Yeah. Joshua's just like hanging back because he knows he's doing the echoing part, but you're just going to lead us in our echoing part. So Eva and Joshua will lead us. Looks still good.
Yeah, I think,
Okay, Ledor Vador. Take it away.
Lador vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ulenetzach netzachim, ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha, kedushatcha nakdish. V'shivcha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush, le'olam le'olam va'ed. Lador vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ki melech gadol, gadol v'kadosh, gadol v'kadosh ata. Ki melech gadol, gadol v'kadosh, gadol v'kadosh ata. Lador vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Yesher Koach. We'll continue now with our own silent Amidah. So again, the Hebrew or the English, beginning on page 38 and continuing through page 43, 44, or your own words of prayer. We'll do the silent Amidah now for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. You may be seated for just a second. The Amidah changes from service to service, morning versus afternoon, evening, weekday versus Shabbat, inclusions for holidays, but it always ends with a prayer for peace. This is something I always like to say very proudly, and the last words of the Amidah are words we know very, very well, Oseh Shalom Bimromav. And Ivan Joshua are going to lead us in the very familiar melody, Oseh Shalom, page 44.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru Amen.
Very nice. We get ready for the Torah service, which will continue in just a moment. But first, Bonnie will lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish on page 47.
Yikadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
Yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei
V'chayechan u'yamechan uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael.
Bagala
Bagala uvizman kariv ve'meru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach
le'olam u'lam me'omaya.
Bibarach.
Yibarach ve'yishtabach ve'pa'ar v'tramam v'naseh v'yitadar v'talev v'talal shemei dekudesha
Berichu.
leila min kol birchata v'shirata
Tushvechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'meru. Amen. We flip ahead to page 65, the Torah service. Even Joshua are going to lead us in Vahibi and Soah, which is what we sing every time we open up the Ark, using a text right out of the Torah, talking about when the Ark was carried through by Bnei Israel through their journeys in the wilderness. And we can all rise. The Ark is open, and we're getting ready to take the Torah out. Page 65.
Vahi bin Soah Haaron, Vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai, Vayafutsu oivecha, Vayanusu mesanecha mipanecha, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Lamo Yisrael Bikdushato. Gadlu.
Oh yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Gadlu Adonai iti unromima shmo yachdav.
Now Bonnie just went to get the special Torah. We have a special Torah. Ordinarily, we'd pull one of the Fri Torah out of this ark. But we have a special Torah that we use for all of our B'nai Mitzvah for lots of different reasons. It was commissioned by Shelley Chachanoff, one of our regulars, so I think is watching right now. And now that we have the Torah out, we can sing from it. We can sing for it. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'atiferet v'hanetzach v'ahod ki cho b'shamayim uvaretz ki cho b'shamayim uvaretz lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'haminaseh lechol lerosh Romimu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lahadam raglav kadoshu Romimu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Please be seated. Now we get ready for the Torah reading in 3 parts, Rishon, Sheni, and Shlishi. Rishon will be done by Joshua, Sheni will be done by Eva, and Shlishi will be a split effort between our B'nai Mitzvah. For the first Aliyah, I think we're going to have grandparents? No. Parents. Second Aliyah is going to be who? Grandparent. Okay, grandfather. Okay, perfect. So, parents, come on up. Who's our first reader? Joshua, come on up. If you want to follow along with the Torah reading, you don't have to change books. You can keep you can flip to the back of the Siddur, page 285, has the Torah reading for this parsha, which is Vayakel Pekudei. It's a double parsha, the last parsha in the book of Shemot, the book of Exodus, talking about a lot of things to do with the Mishkan, the building of the tabernacle. Oh. Now this is up to you. Do you want to use a glove for the pointer? It's up to you. Are you doing the first one?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I messed up. Eva's doing the first one. Joshua's doing the second. It's up to you.
You can't tell them apart.
Of course I can tell them apart. I just wrote it down wrong in my notes, which is embarrassing. Here are the blessings. Oh. Did you make sure it's in the right place?
No.
Oh, let's make sure it's in the right place. I'm upside down, so you have to tell me. What did you do now?
We didn't miss this one, so.
There it is, right at the top. You see? Yes. Okay, so grab the pointer. So Bonnie, are you going to go on that side? I'll go on this side.
Yeah. So you're just going to show the, so we're not actually kissing the Torah.
Ordinarily, you would touch your talit to the Torah, but we haven't been doing that in the last. So usually, we're good. We can close up the Torah, or we can keep it like this. Blessings. Oh, I got to call you by your Hebrew names, of course. V'tiga levetera machoto leinu bizman karov v'yachon pleita teda v'leitadamo b'Yisrael l'chenu chesed rachami ratzon v'nomar Amen. Yaakov, Havugod Eloheinu, Tnu, Chavod LaTorah, Yamduhu. And your parents?
Avram and Sonia.
And is your dad a Kohen or a Levi? Michael ben Avram v'Sonia
Menucha, ben Yaakov and Rivka.
Your father, a Kohen or a Levi?
I think my father is from a Kohen.
Yeah. Menucha, but Yaakov, Kohen,
Rivka.
Menucha, but Yaakov a Kohen, Rivka, Oli Harishona, Baruch Natan Kamo Yisrael B'Kedushato, Ve'atem Madbekim B'Adonai Elohechem, Chaim Kochem Hayom. Just close it for the blessing. Take it away, parents.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vakel Moshe et kol hadat b'nei Yisrael vayomer alechem ele advarim asher tziva Adonai la'asototam sheshet yamim te'asem melacha uvayom hashvi'i yihyeh lachem kodesh Shabbat Shabbaton l'Adonai kol osevo melacha yumat lo tevaru esh bechol moshevotechem b'yom haShabbat.
Okay, beautiful job. Blessings after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha Beirach, Avoteinu Avram Yitzhak Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Uyevarech et Michael ben Avram v'Sonia, Umnucha bar Yaakov HaKohen v'Rivka, Horei haBachurim haBnei Mitzvah, Keshem shezachu legadel et B'nei Mariam hazeh, Ken yizchu lamshich uladrich otam liot ben uvat ne'eman v'ne'emana lam Yisrael. HaKadosh Baruch Hu yechazkeim v'yamseim v'yivarcheim b'chesed u'shalom v'nomar amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Michelle and Michael, parents of our B'nai Mitzvah, Eva and Joshua, who become B'nai Mitzvah this morning. They thank you, God, for the strength you've granted them to raise their children so they could reach this time. Guide them to recognize their children's new responsibilities among the Jewish people and bless them with joy and fulfillment on this day and every day. And let us say, Amen. Mazel tov to both of you. Come over to this side. The grandfather is up next. Our second aliyah, read for us by Joshua. Arnold, what's your Hebrew name? Avraham ben, what was your father's Hebrew name?
Meir Leib.
Meir Leib. Yamod Avraham ben Meir Leib. L'aliyah. Yeah, blessings. Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim nosan lanu es Torasei. Baruch atah Adonai Messiah Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Moshe al kol adat b'nei Yisrael lemor zeh hadavar asher tzivah Adonai lemor kehu meitechem truma l'Adonai kol nediv libo yevieha et trumat Adonai zahav v'chesef unchoshet ותכלת ארגמן, ותולעת שני ושש ועזים, ורות תהילים אדמים, ורות תכשים ועצי שיטים, ושמן למאור, ובשמים לשמן המשחה, ולקטורת הסמים, ואבני שוהם, ואבני מילואים, לאפוד ולחושן, וכל חכם לב בכם, יבואו ויעשו את כל אשר ציווה אדוני.
Great job.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nasan lanu Torah emes. Ve'ah oilenu neitah b'tochim. Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen. Great Torah reading as well. Ashakot and Mazel Tov.
Thank you.
Parents, you may take a seat. Grandfather, Arnold, come over to this side.
Yes.
And now we have our third and final Torah reading, which will be a split effort, but with the blessings. You ready? Okay. Start with the blessing.
Baruch atah. Sorry.
Yeah. Take two.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torto. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. There it is. You got it.
Et hamishkan, et achalo, ve'et michsehu, et kirasav, ve'et kirashav, et brihav, et amudav, ve'et adanav, et ha'aron, ve'et badav, et hakaporet, ve'et parochet hamasach, et hashulchan, ve'et badav, et kol kelav, ve'et lechem hapanim, ואת מנורת המאור, ואת כליך, ואת נרתיך, ואת שמן המאור.
ואת מזבח הקטורת, ואת בדיו, ואת שמן המשחה, ואת קטורת הסמים, ואת מסך הפתח לפתח המשכן, את מזבח העולה. ואת מכבר הנחושת אשר לו, את בדיו, את כל כליו, את הכיור ואת קנו, את כלי החצר, את עמודיו, את אדניה, ואת מסך שער החצר, את עיתות המשכן, ועיתות החצר ומיטריכם, את בגדי השרד לשרת בקודש, את בגדי הקודש לאהרון הכהן, ובגדי בניו לכהן, ויצאו כל עדת בני ישראל מלפני משה.
Beautiful job. Closing blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah וחוכמת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Misha Beirach. Don't go anywhere yet. Come back, come back. Misha Beirach. Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov. Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. Hu Yevarech. Is it Yehoshua? And is it Chava? Nice. Et Yehoshua ben Michael Mnucha v'Chava bat Michael Umnucha shehigiu lemitzvot ve'alu lichvod hamakom ve'lichvod haTorah HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishmereihem v'chayehem v'chonen et libam liot shalem im Adonai Elohehem lahagot b'torato lalecha b'drachav v'lishmor mitzvotav v'shlach bracha v'tzlacha b'chol ma'aseh yedehem v'imsachein v'sechel tov b'nei Elohim ve'adam v'nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Eva and Joshua, who have come for an aliyah this morning upon reaching the age of mitzvot, with reverence for God and respect for the Torah. May the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, protect you and sustain you, helping you both to be wholehearted in your faith, studying Torah, fulfilling the mitzvot, the commandments, and walking in God's ways. May your parents continue to help you on your journey through maturity, guiding both of you to the blessings of Torah, a life of learning, Chuppah, a life of loving relationships, and Ma'asim Tovim, a life of good deeds. May you both find favor before God and before the entire community everywhere. And let us all say, Amen. Mazel Tov. Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simin Tov, Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simin Tov, Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simin Tov, Yehelanu, 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 Ulechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulechol Yisrael. You would never know by looking at your faces that you just had your B'nai Mitzvah. Well, maybe a little bit there, yes. Yes. Smile, be proud. I know you still got a little bit left to do to take the Torah back, but a phenomenal job. Your Torah readings were pitch perfect,
Beautiful.
trope perfect, word perfect. They were absolutely fantastic.
And those words are hard.
And it's not an easy Torah reading, so good for both of you. And it just proves that the skills you've learned for your B'nai Mitzvah, one of the wonderful things about them is they're transferable all over the world. So whether you're in Israel, Miami, Winnipeg, LA, wherever, reading from the Torah is reading from the Torah, leading the prayers. And these skills that you've learned are great. They'll set you up for the rest of your lives to come. And you should know that any synagogue you walk into anywhere in the world, you got your talit, you got your kippahs, you belong there. And you've proven that today. You've done an amazing job. Now, we're going to lift the Torah and tie it. Hagban Galila, you're our lifter. Who's our tire? You're tying. Okay, perfect. First, we've got the Chatzi Kaddish, but please rise. Come forward for Hagba and Galila. Get ready. Bonnie will do the Chatzi Kaddish. You guys can go there. Great job.
Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
V'yalma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, uv'izman kariv. V'yimeru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach. Ve'alam ulal me'al maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'nahaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brechu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen.
Just feels like the right thing to do. Yeah.
Might feel like work.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Oh,
From
this
that
side.
side.
We turned it for you.
I
We
turned
gave
it
you a
for
little
you.
more space already.
Yeah.
V'zot Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Very good. We're going to take the Torah back to the Ark. Our B'nai Mitzvah are coming back. This is the part leading up to Etz Chaim. Right? Come right here. Hallelujah et Shem Adonai ki niskav shemo levado.
Etz Chaim hi lamar chazikim ba v'tom cheha meushar diracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
Please be seated. We're going to conclude the service in just a moment with a few concluding prayers, but I believe Eva has a few words she's going to share with us. Yeah, I'm going to spin you around so that everyone can see.
Thank you all so much for coming today to share this celebration with me and Joshua. Even though it is disappointing to not be in Israel as we had planned, we are grateful to the Sher Zedek for allowing us on such short notice to have our bar and bat mitzvah here. We would like to thank Rabbi Matt Leibel and Bonnie for being here today. Even though these are difficult times, we remain grateful for many things. My grandma and grandpa, who would not have been able to come to Israel, are here with us today. Also, family and friends around the world are able to watch this live, including my grandma Ruth and Saba in Florida. We want to thank our parents who gave us this great opportunity and supported us all the way through. We love and appreciate you. Finally, we want to thank Pam, who has taught us many new songs and prayers, and most importantly, the Torah this past year. Thank you all for coming so much, and we hope you stay healthy and safe.
Beautiful. This feels like, the expression, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? Well, I would say that this is some very, very sweet lemonade that you have made today. You did an amazing job leading parts of the service, reading from the Torah. We even got you to smile a little bit, which is amazing. Which is amazing. I only just met Joshua and Eva earlier this week. We FaceTimed a little bit. They sang for me everything they were going to do today, and I was blown away, and I couldn't wait. And it's a real honor for us to be able to have made this happen. And I know you're very grateful. I know your family. We're grateful that you would even think of doing this here, so it's really special for us. Now, it wasn't your plan to have your B'nai Mitzvah at Sheretz Zedek, but everyone who has a B'nai Mitzvah at Sheretz Zedek gets a certificate. I got one. I keep it in my office. Bonnie got one. Your dad got one. And now you each get. Ha-ha! Eva Rice. Congratulations, Mazel Tov, on your Bat Mitzvah. Signed by myself and Rabbi Mas, the two rabbis here. Joshua Rice. Congratulations, Mazel Tov, on your Bar Mitzvah. Keep those somewhere in case anyone ever wonders if this actually happened. You can prove it.
Well, it's historical, it's amazing.
And at this time of year, with Pesach around the corner, and who knows what this year's Pesach is going to be for a lot of people, but we have this line at the end of the Seder. L'shana haba'a b'Yerushalayim. Next year in Jerusalem. And this year, when I say that, I'll be thinking especially about your family. And I hope that this is just a delay in your ability to make the pilgrimage to Eretz Yisrael, and that maybe going post B'nai Mitzvah, you'll see things that you wouldn't have seen the first time around. Maybe it'll be an even better experience, and you won't even know. But I hope that at this time next year, or sometime in the near future, your whole family gets to realize this dream and kind of complete the whole B'nai Mitzvah experience by going to Israel. That is our wish for you. In the meantime, you always have a home here at Sheretz Zedek, and we're very proud of you, as I know your parents, family, and friends are. You've done an amazing job. Is there anything left to do? Yes. What? Aleinu. Should we go right to Aleinu? Let's go right to Aleinu. Please rise. Page. Different books. Come on up. Come on up.
It is page 83.
It is page 83.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Pam knows what she's doing. Aleinu, take it away.
Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol.
Latet gidula liyotzer breshit shelo asanu kigoye
haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo samachenu kahem v'goraleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosher haaretz u'moshav yekara b'shamayim ima'al u'shchinatu zo b'govhei meromim Hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efes Ulato Kakatuv B'Torato V'datayom V'ashevota El Vavecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim Bashamayim imal ve'al haaretz mitachat ein od.
Kakatu b'tordecha na'im lo le'olam va'ed.
V'ne'emar v'chaya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad
Ushemo echad Ushemo echad. You know, just before we do the mourner's Kaddish, I checked my notes one more time, this is a really special moment. And in special moments like this in Jewish tradition, we make a special blessing, the Shehechianu blessing. So before we go to the Mourner's Kaddish, and I just check my notes too, they know Adon Olam. They're going to lead us in Adon Olam to conclude. Let's do, Joshua and Eva are going to lead us in the Shehechianu. Can we all join in for being able to be here, whether we're online or whether we're actually in the room sharing in this special simcha. Shehechianu. Please.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, who has given us life, who has sustained us, and who has enabled all of us to reach this moment together. Just before we get to Adon Olam, we have a couple recitations of the Mourner's Kaddish. You can remain standing if you feel comfortable. First on page 84, then Bonnie will lead us, and then the Psalm for Thursday, then another Mourner's Kaddish, and then we will conclude with Adon Olam. So you guys can stay right there. Page 84.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
V'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kari v'imru. Amen.
Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudasha
Brichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen. Quickly,
89.
the page 89, the Psalm for Thursday, page 89.
Hayom yom chamishi b'Shabbat sheba hayu halevi'im omrim b'Beit HaMikdash.
Lam natsei achalagitit le'asav arninu le'limuzi.
Misanei Adonai yechachashula v'hitam le'olam v'yachilehu mechelav kita u'mitzur devashas bi'aka.
Our custom at the Congregation Shared Zedek for several years now has been to take this last Kaddish and keep in mind how many people, how many souls out there have no one to say Kaddish for them. Never mind in the whole world, even in our community alone. And so if you are up for it, if you're able and willing, we can all join together in this final recitation of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 100. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. Page 101. Adon Olam. Take us home, team.
Adon Olam asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nifras let nasav
Smart, yeah.
asay melech shemon mikra
Adon Olam.
ve'acharei
Kichlotako. Live Adon Yimoch Nora Adon Olam. Vehu haya. Vehu hove. Vehu yeh betifara Adon Olam. Adon Olam.
asher malach
Ach beterem kol. Yitzir nivra.
let nasav
בחפצו אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם. בין שני להמשילו להכבירה אדון עולם.
בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית,
ולא העוז משרה אדון עולם.
אדון עולם, אשר מלך,
בטרם כל יציר נברא. אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם. בחי גואלי, בצור חבלי, בעת צרה אדון עולם. ומנוס לי מנקוסי ביום מקרא אדון עולם. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא. בחפץ הכל
אזי מלך שמו נקרא
אדון עולם.
בידו הפקיד רוחי, בעת השתגעה אירא אדון עולם. ואם רוחי
גוויעתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא אדון עולם.
Again, mazel tov to both of you, especially to your parents, to everyone who is with us today, grandparents, everybody. Congratulations. You made it!
Yay!
Now you get to figure out what you're going to do to party. Thank you everyone for being here for a very special service. Sorry that we don't have any food afterwards, but we wanted to invite you up to come and read
Yeah, come and read
some
the
of the comments
comments.
people
And
have been sending
maybe
in
your
from
guests
family
will
and
stay
friends.
online so that you can,
And this is recorded.
Yeah. Well, I sent another note to the rabbi to Kate.
yeah, so you can move that around. It doesn't have to be facing a certain way.
Do you want to read them out loud?
Yeah, why don't you?
Great job.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I don't know if we would have been able to have everyone included if we had gone to Jerusalem this
It works out in a different way.
smoothly and yes.
Pause.
And
You-
Ling Wang.
You don't have to keep the gloves, they're yours now. But you can. I see you wearing them, but you can wear them if you want.
They go well with the shirt.
Yeah, they do look good. Yeah.
Mazel tov and congrats. Corona's all around. That's a sick sort of joke, Daniel.
That's what I was going to go as for Purim if I had.